We're streaming. Let me get the YouTube link.
Oh shit, we're back. Let me go take a piss real quick.
Alright. I'll give it
Oh, for a second.
I gotta change the name on YouTube. Fuck. Oh god.
Okay. Oh my god. I did it right. I've never seen that pick of Trevor before. Screenshot. Why does Trevor kind of look like Trae Young?
Trevor looks like a beta.
God, he looks like Trae Young, to be honest.
Fucking go to the bathroom. Get out.
Alright.
Alright, we're live. Alright. We are live.
Nice. Let me pull up this.
Oh, it says week 1. Change it to 13.
Can you hear us? Anybody hear us? Or do you want me to check?
Yeah. They can hear us.
You have 2 viewers. One of them's me. Because I'm just watching.
Me too. Hockey. There's 3. Maybe Tom's watching.
Yeah.
We got a fucking crowd. Yeah, we're good. It's fine. Man, damn, blowing up my BFGO.
Oh? Okay. Sweet. I guess we're ready to get this thing started. Looks like it's
Alright.
season. Alright, what's up everyone? I'm your host here, Fallen as always. Joined here by B-Mac. B-Mac, say what's up? And the milkman himself, the one who delivers milk.
What's up?
So we're gonna try and keep this podcast pretty much short. We're gonna go over some standings, and then we're gonna go over some contenders and pretenders from our point of view, and break some things down. And then we're also gonna have a player interview segment coming up as always at the end. So you get the mic. You can have as many hot takes as you want. Think of it as the live Luca Brasi or Milky Brasi show.
Yeah, think of it as the Milky Brasi show segment.
Yeah, but we're gonna make it live. So we're first gonna start out here with the AFC standings. They'll be up on your screen here in a second. Our first team is Baltimore at 10-1, Indianapolis at 9-2, Pittsburgh and New England in the 3-4 spot, both with 8 wins. The Chargers and Chiefs at 7, and then after that things start dropping off. You're gonna see like 3-5 win teams, about 3-4 win teams, 3-2 win teams, and then the Cleveland Browns struggling to hold on there at 1-10, fighting for that #1 overall pick. I wonder if they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I guess so, right?
Oh,
100%.
yeah, I think they.
I
Yeah,
guess
they are
they're
because the
done.
Chiefs have 7. They are done already
Oh man, that's rough.
with 5 games left. That is tough.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, where do we want to start with this?
Do you guys think Trevor's a legit 2 seed?
We'll get to all the contenders and pretenders.
I don't know, Trevor. I'm not sold too much on Trevor.
Yeah.
Do you think this will be the final playoff picture? What I'm asking.
I have a hot take about the AFC playoff picture. Can we give it that now, or do you want me to get?
What's that?
All right. So I believe after this podcast, Fender and I will play our game. Whoever wins that game will end up as the 6th seed.
Oh, interesting. So do you
Got
think they're
a lot
going
of
to take
work
the
to
Chargers
do,
or the
but-
Chiefs?
Whoever the loser of that division is. I feel like the weaker team's the Chargers, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I mean, Texans got a new user. They just got a new user this week.
Yeah, we'll see. Do the Texans have the tiebreaker over the Dolphins or no? Because I know the Bills have the tiebreaker over them.
I do not know.
And the Texans are getting a forced loss, so.
Yeah, I didn't update this, but the league, I can advance from my phone right now. Another thing, you see Tennessee, you see Jacksonville, you see Boofy. I think those teams are going to pretty much stay put there.
Yep.
In terms of some of these other guys, I think FaZe with the Bengals, watch out for him next year. He inherited a pretty bad roster and pretty bad record. I think he can contend for a playoff spot. And, maybe Cleveland and Oakland can turn it around. Broncos got a new user too. He'll look to finish pretty strong. I don't know too much about him, so it's good to see this new ownership. Hopefully they stick around for a while and become a part of this BFGO gang that we're building up here. You guys have any more thoughts on this AFC standings?
No, it's just I think we know who the best 2 teams in this conference are. The problem is they're in the same division.
Okay.
And I don't see much changing based off of the picture right here, except for maybe the 6th seed.
Okay. That's pretty fair. I think if anything, that's your that's pretty much going to be the only shakeup.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the NFC.
It's Instance World, and we're all living in it.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right.
If you want our breakdown, that's what it is. I mean, I also updated it. Seattle moving up there, but actually we'll break down from top to bottom. We have Chicago at 11 wins. It would be... Who would it be? Washington has the tiebreaker over the Cardinals because they lost to them week 1 or 2, I believe.
Week 1.
Week 1. So actually, think of Washington at 2, Arizona at 3, and then you have APK with the Eagles. He'd be the wild card right about now if you're talking playoffs. Lamb would be the 4th seed there. Green Bay 6-4. I forget how they did in their win. I think they got the win. Yeah, they got the forced win, so they're 7-5 or 7-4. Seahawks. I beat him 2 weeks ago, so I'd have the tiebreaker over him, and I also beat the Panthers. I'd have the tiebreaker there as well. The Rams, they're under new ownership, and they're right in the thick of the playoff race, as well as Floyd. Floyd trying to scrap out a 9-7 win. There's a couple teams fighting there for 9-7. You have Dallas, Detroit.
Not eliminated yet.
Yeah, Luca Brasi's in there. Devo's fighting for a spot. Atlanta's... Atlanta. We don't know who... I forget who's the Atlanta... Oh, C. Foster. C. Foster's tough.
Yep.
Man. We've got Mad Bomber with the Giants. Rest in peace.
And the Vikings, currently userless.
No, the Vikings do have a user. My son took them over. He's a Vikings fan.
Oh, that's right. We do have the Vikings user.
Yes, so he should not be tanking for Nick Bosa. He should be competing for all of those games, you know? I don't want to see no tanking. BFGO is a no tanking, no stat padding, no nonsense type of league. So if you're going to try that shit, we're going to call your ass out every single time. Oop. Okay, we're good.
You can ask.
Yeah.
You can ask a few people about that.
Yep. All right. You guys have any more thoughts? With
On the
NFC.
The NFC.
The NFC.
Yeah.
I think the NFC's Instance World, and we're all living in it.
Yeah, it's just maybe Wealthy can upset him, but I mean, I don't know. It's just it's so good.
Just like the AFC, I say we're looking at the playoff picture it stands, besides the Cardinals and Redskins, and then the Seahawks would probably be 6.
Yeah, with the
But-
Packers and yeah.
I have the head-to-head over the Packers and the Panthers and the Rams.
So you're in, yeah.
Pretty much. I just have to not fuck up. NFC East looking pretty solid though with those 2 playoff teams. EPK can give people some games. He's been playing really well.
You can.
Wealthy's pretty solid. Him's been doing big work with Darius Geis. You definitely can't. You definitely
Yeah,
can't
that
notice. But I mean, all these teams got to stay healthy, or you'll end up with like a Seattle. I've had so many teams. But Russell Wilson would have dropped 50 points had my opponent not disconnected. That would have been tough.
That's tough. I wonder what happened.
Who was that guy? Who
Yeah, I
was
don't
him?
know
We gotta
that.
get him.
I don't know. It was strange.
It was very strange.
All right, you guys want to move on to the funny part of our segment now, the contenders and pretenders?
Yep, the pretenders and the contenders.
All
Pretenders
right.
up first.
The
AFC style.
Oh shit! There we go. All right, we're good. I gotta not touch anything. So, our first pretender is on the AFC side. We've got the one, the only, the desync cheese himself, always medicated, with the Chargers. So the breakdown we came up with is they're 7-4. Philip Rivers is done the rest of the year. They don't have any quality wins, and they're averaging just one more point for than against, which is not a winning formula in this league. What are you guys' opinions on him? Haven't you guys ever played him?
I have.
No. If I joined a week, maybe like 3 or 4 days earlier, I would have played him in my first game here, but I missed out on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I missed. But Milkman, you just played him.
How was it,
I'm gonna
Milky?
be honest. He had me at first. But once I got locked in and shut things down, it was a tale of 2 halves. We'll put it that way. If he can put together like a consistent 4 quarters, it'll be a tough game. But
With
we have
Geno
yet to see.
Smith, though? I
With-
don't
well-
think he's pulling the Brett Hundley magic.
I
Never
think
know.
this might be a guy who ends up missing the playoffs.
You never know. I agree with BMAC, but crazier have happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Chargers for all we know. We don't know what they're up to.
He's got that good defense. Maybe he can hang on with them.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Bosa and Ingram, Derwin James. He's so studded, man, so stacked. Kill for that roster.
And they're all young, too.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of contenders, we got Luca.
For pretenders.
I think Milky can win it all. Do you? Oh, I don't know about that one there. Milky's got to go through a tough NFC. He's got to beat Wealthy. He's got to beat...
You got to go through instant.
Well, we're not even going to talk about instant. You've got to beat the field before you can beat instant, you know? Can you consistently beat the field and then beat instant on top of it?
Let's just say there's no reason why I can't. It's just a matter of the fact that if I'll actually do it or not, which my chances aren't very good.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, Luca. I think that's a good question here. We'll get to him later on. A little bit of foreshadowing. We've got some more breakdowns on some more individual users. Overall, I think the Chargers, I played them. And Penny was thumping him. Penny was going up, he was going around, he was going over, he was going under, he was going sideways, he was running all over him, and then we desynced. Funny. And then we ended up playing a second time. It was a little bit closer, but I was in control mostly. His big thing is he likes to run the same formation over and over and over. So he'll go one drive running 2 tight ends to the left and a wide receiver in a slot split out left. Double tight right, 2 wide receivers to the left, quarterback in the gun running back to his right.
Yeah, he just doesn't mix up his formations, and if I feel like if he can figure, he'll be better. It's just, we need to see more out of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he started mixing some things up and he gets the mobile quarterback that he wants, I think he can definitely contend. I mean, he's not a bad user at all, by any means. We just don't think this is his year, especially with Philip Rivers going down. Any last thoughts on the Chargers?
Not much. This could be a team that ends up out of the playoffs because, again, you're rolling with Geno Smith. I don't want to wish that on anyone, man.
All right, let's move on to the next pretender, which is the Colts.
Our favorite.
Our newest LO. This is
Our favorite. Our Trevi Bear.
Yeah, this is Trevi. This is Trevor. Pictured there to the right. That is him in real life.
Looking like a discount Trey Young.
This is
Got the hair.
This is one we're gonna have fun with.
Yeah.
So he's 9-2, but there are a lot of flaws with that record. Anyone want to break this down? You got this up on your screen. I'll let you guys handle this one.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go first here. So first off, I played Trevor, I believe, week 7. And we played a close game. I almost came back on his ass with Derek Anderson, and he was relying a lot on the play action shot plays, which he did, and which not only against me, but against Flynn. I saw him doing that, and I'm sure he did against Flender too. And against the really good contenders, you're not going to be able to do that as often. And he beat me with the play action. I mean, not the play action, the aggressive pass rush cheese. He got me with that. And again, against the better users, they're going to check for that stuff. And next, he hasn't beaten anybody. And it's not like he's beating the bad users by a lot.
Yeah,
it's like he's people out.
Them, but they're just not impressive wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole thing that a win is a win, but I'm not impressed.
You still got to show yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Trevor, there's a lot of things. He's got one of the best rosters in the game. I mean, he's got a winning quarterback that you can win.
Great O-line.
Great O-line, lots of players. Deion Kane.
And A+. Yeah. We'll get to Deion Kane.
Yeah. But I think he's got to focus on not stat padding and trying to get those awards. And he forces way too many stupid passes because of...
No, he has to stop blaming his interceptions on Matt.
Yeah, at some point, dude,
we hear that one stubborn. Too much.
I think we hear that at least 3 to 4 interceptions a week. I didn't have his exact numbers as we do with some users, but I think if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to cut down on those turnovers. Because in the playoffs, 1 or 2 turnovers, and the other guy takes advantage of it, and you're done. Your season's over.
Yep.
You ain't winning no chip. I mean, because he's boldly come out and said he can win the Super Bowl.
He thinks he's better than me too, which...
Well,
I like the confidence, but...
There's a reason dome teams are regular season teams.
Hey, now.
That's true. He also lost to Big Joe.
Yeah.
That he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used a big hoe, there's a big problem.
Big Cheese himself.
BA crosser slants.
Yeah, Big Joe.
Yep. In number 7 there we got Stat Patter. He had over 1,000 yards with Deion Kane halfway through the season.
On pace to break the single season receiving yard record.
So got your ball Sheard suspended. 67.
Hashtag rhythm, right?
Yeah. We don't want guys to break this stat record. We're not doing
especially as a 67 overall rookie.
No, yeah, exactly. Especially when you have T.Y. Hilton, you've got 2 start tight ends. He said both of his running backs were hurt, but that still doesn't mean you force feed the ball to a 67 rookie.
Yeah.
So if you guys try and stat pad and it's blatantly obvious like this one, and we catch it, not only are we going to suspend your player, but then if you have the balls to player review them, we might just throw it in the garbage, to be honest with you, because I mean we can't player review a guy you just force fed the ball to and cheese with, like in this situation. And we're going to have hopefully multiple people looking over these player reviews to really help you out.
Yeah.
Any other things on this one, guys?
No, it's just one of his losses is to a really good Patriots team by a couple touchdowns. And that says a lot about this team. Especially when he's not beating the bad teams like you should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between this, oh, Floyd just asked a question. We'll save that one for the end. Since he won't be
Yep.
able to hop in chat. We'll save that one for after we're done. Probably before we
Yep.
do player interviews.
Yep.
So let's move on to the NFC pretenders.
Yep.
And this one,
This one's gonna be a little fun.
this one is Liam, the Saints user. He is also the LO and roster. He's an LO, and he is the roster god. I think the story speaks for itself here.
Yeah.
He's 8-3, but he's got a ton of force wins. He got another force win this week. If you need any more justification, look at his interception count. You can't win throwing a lot of interceptions. It's not possible.
Not at all.
That's definitely not something that you want to do as a contender. You can't blow up. You can't make those mistakes because, like I keep saying, it'll cost you a game, and maybe that's the difference between you getting a favorable matchup or just the playoffs overall. Or you go play your wild card game and you get a little bit too pick happy, and then it just blows up in your face.
Experiencing that in other things that I've played.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Anyone want to touch on this one?
Nah, it's Liam. We know you know what you're getting.
Yeah, the slide you have pretty much hits it on.
That was basically his face when C. Foster ran inside zone down his throat, and pretty much made him his bitch and had to school him on basic football. That shit like gaps and
that's besides the point.
But that's besides the point. He's 8-3, so
yeah, 8-3 takes GM classes. It's still funny. That's still funny as hell.
Anything
takes
else?
GM classes. Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah,
keep going.
Takes GM classes. Thinks he can get away with slashing Mark Ingram's contract.
All right. Before you get too controversial here, is there anything you have to say about him as a user? Gameplay.
I played him a little bit before in another league, and it's just not there. It's just not there.
People tell me that he's all right, but every time
this is one and done written all over it.
I'm just not seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Prove me wrong. Put it that way.
Prove us wrong. Like you ask me, this has one and done written all over it.
That's tough. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one here. The Packers.
The Packers.
Your boy Michi.
I think the 20 interceptions in 10 games.
Yeah, no quality wins. 34-0 loss to the Bills.
His two starting running backs are averaging 3.6 and 3.8 yards per carry. Not good. You've got to be able to run the ball. You can't just try and pass it. I mean, obviously he's throwing interceptions here, but
especially with this new fall forward glitch,
you've got to be able to run the ball. I mean, maybe that was even inflated because he played me and it looked a little bit inflated in my eyes, but I don't know. He had a force win last week.
He's gotten 3 total force wins on the season.
Mm-hmm. I played him. It wasn't anything too crazy. I had to pull away late. That's not what I want. And he plays tough. Obviously, it's a very, very good team. They've got the best quarterback in the game, so that always helps. But I think
always helps.
I think he's obviously can't win his division because he's got the best user in the league in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which makes things tough.
And once Luca gets some of the players in that he wants, make things even tougher.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a competitive user, that's for sure. And I just think his record's just a little bit inflated for my likings to contend. Anything else about Michi?
Nah, it's another
I'm,
prove it user.
I'm excited to play him this week.
All right, sweet. So going on here, these are our contenders. These are the guys that we think we've talked about them before in previous podcasts, but there are some guys that are really separating themselves from the league and that are showing that they can compete with just the best of the best and that they're in contention for the title.
These
Simply
guys
put it.
can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, these are the guys that if I put a betting bot in here and y'all could bet on games, you'd want to bet on these guys.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Sounds like something the bot guy will put in here, hopefully.
Maybe for next year?
Maybe.
Wink, wink.
Maybe. Yeah, or maybe this year. We'll see.
Maybe have a guy put lines on games.
Yeah. Well, Daddy Leaks does that for us, so you could do cover. We'll
that's
talk
right.
about it later. Let's get back to the Ravens. The Ravens are 10-1.
Yep.
Their only loss would be to Quinbo, who is the Steelers, who is another very, very good user, who is probably, if he's not one, he's number 2 in the AFC.
Definitely.
All you need to
Hands
look for
down.
is if TCG's legit. He's averaging 37 points a game while only giving up 17. Averaging 37 points a game with a wide receiver at quarterback.
That's just
Insane.
put into words. Like,
And
didn't he have kick returns too with him?
yeah, he's like the
More
guy
so-
you play with an NCAA.
Yeah, he's one of those super athletes. One of those cheese recruits.
Wow.
He's the 6-foot athlete that runs a 4.2.
It's ridiculous. I mean, wow. I can't. We all were thinking Lamar Jackson's not good enough to win the games for him, but he goes out and Lamar Jackson's second in the MVP race, if that.
Yep.
It's
With
ridiculous.
24 touchdowns,
And
only 7 picks.
and TCG he's just extremely solid. He doesn't
He doesn't really mess
he
up,
just-
you know.
he gets his shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do anything flashy, but he's really damn good at it.
All right. I don't think there's much more that needs to be said about him. His stats and his record speak for itself.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers never lie.
They do not.
Next one up, the Steelers. The Steelers
Yep.
are 8-2 on the year. Where do you guys want to start with this one?
They might
just-
be the best offense in the entire league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so explosive. So many playmakers.
Yeah, I don't
Such
think
a-
there's a better way to put it. I mean, this is basically the Kansas Chiefs last year in real life. They've got an offense that can put enough points on the board, and they can beat you just by putting points on the board, not even playing defense. But I think the Steelers' defense is slightly better than that Chiefs' defense.
Defense is good enough.
Yeah, defense is good enough.
It's probably better than good enough.
Yeah. I mean, what he's doing is he's just killing dudes. I mean, he'll put up 50 in a game. You'll blink and he'll be up 35 in the first quarter. Like,
Damn right.
he's that good. He's very tough inside. Pittsburgh's got a bunch of very, very solid interior defensive linemen. Edgewise,
Yep.
they've got a couple guys that can make big plays. It basically makes it so you can't run on them. He's going to make you one-dimensional. He's going to make you beat it. Now, granted, I wouldn't say the secondary of the Steelers is their strong suit, but he's going to make you test that and beat them.
They get the job done.
Yeah, for
Yep.
real, for sure. I definitely see that with him. And Antonio Brown's putting up stupid numbers before he got hurt.
He's
so when
putting
he
up
comes back-
Antonio Brown numbers.
Yep. So when
He
he
was
comes
putting up
back,
God numbers.
you got to watch out for him. And maybe he gets
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell back this year too. He said
Yep.
he'll pay him whatever he wants. So we'll see how that plays out and what we want to do as a league there.
Yep.
Anything else here for the Steelers?
Nah, it's just
No, he is my.
this guy's just because again,
Oh.
he beat our other contender here, the Ravens, by 22.
I'll put it this way: if you want to learn how to play offense, watch some of this guy. He's like
Yeah.
my offensive dream was what I would be doing right now.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Just so good.
All right, we're gonna segue that into the NFC contenders. The first one is the Bears. I'll let you guys handle this one. I mean, we shouldn't even really have a slide for this one. To be
This
honest.
one's easy.
I'll put it this way. There's like 3 top tiers. You got instant, then you got the tier ones, which is like, you know, the other contenders pretty much. Then you got the tier instance in another league of his own, in my opinion.
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
Even when he plays bad, he wins. It's
yeah.
If he plays bad, it means he's just on and on. It means you're just lucky enough to be able to stay in the game.
I mean, he might
His
be
defense-
tweaking sometimes, but like he can definitely.
his
win
defense
games.
plays. His defense locks
Yeah.
up no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will lock up, dude. Shoot, man, I played him. Oh my god. Just
And he
locked
got
down.
that top 5D and top 5O is
That
Like, he's-
speaks for itself too.
clearly recipe for success.
Yeah, the dude's got Mitch Trubisky leading in the MVP race. Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky.
Who can't be what, a 73
Mitchie-
if that?
It's Mitch kissing titties, and he is leading in the MVP race.
It's crazy.
It's just so impressive.
I mean, you can see the meme right there.
Yeah, I mean that tells you all you need to know.
He's
You
blowing
throw
peop-
you give up one turnover again, and you're done.
Yeah.
You cannot make mistakes.
The only time I've ever seen anyone
He-
beat him, it was on a questionable cheesy thing, and where the guy would do jump cuts with the running back and just sprint outside every time and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really, really hard.
When I played Instant, I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. First play he has, touchdown.
That's the thing. You'll be close, and then just like Quimbo, you'll blink and he's up by 3 scores.
Yeah, just quick, easy, painless.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy, gentlemen. Alright. Now to mention one of our hosts here, we're going to do the other contender for the NFC, and that would be the 9-2 Arizona Cardinals that are pretty much maybe one of the best from the NFC rest of the pack. Is that what you want to call them? The tier 1
Yeah.
users, not an instant tier or tier
Yeah,
1. Yeah, I'd say so.
that's fair.
Instant also added he's first in points per game and defensive points allowed. Nothing.
Jesus, dude, can you give the rest of us a chance, man?
Hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm for game.
Yeah.
Just chill, man.
Milky, we'll let you talk about yourself here. I know how much you love to gas
Yeah.
yourself up. Go ahead. Take
Yeah,
it away,
we'll let
bro.
you beat
Well-
yourself off here, Lou.
We'll say I'll keep it simple and then I'll let you guys take. Yes, my schedule since I've played the Redskins and the Bears at the beginning of the year might have, eased up a little bit, but I'm blowing dudes out. You can't ignore that part. Most of my scores are over 20, 30 points. I believe let's just say we're clicking on all cylinders. I'll leave it at that. Confidence is extremely high.
What about when Seattle comes to town? Do you think you can get 9 sacks versus their backup?
Hey man, we're ready.
I mean,
It don't matter.
That
We're
Seahawks
coming
team
at
just
you.
dropped 50 now that Russell Wilson was healthy.
That's fine. I haven't scored less than 40 points since I played you, and that was
Well,
so.
we'll see. That week 17
The
match.
offense is elite. Defense forces turnovers, and that's all.
Hey, that's a winning formula. I mean, you do like to abuse the zone of seams. Do we even
Hey,
have
man,
to
we're
mention that?
If a guy wants to man up his linebacker on Larry Fitzgerald, I guess.
That's a really dumb idea.
Larry Fitzgerald can still beat linebackers one-on-one. Promise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like it's a glitch in Madden where the guy will get open every single time unless you know how to.
I mean,
stop it.
if you man up a linebacker, a wide receiver,
Not like you got it off an ebook or nothing. Like you bought one.
I didn't get it off an ebook,
Oh.
but
Oh
besides
shit.
the point, we're getting off topic.
Oh yeah, funny. Yeah.
You guys want to say anything else about me? Go ahead.
You've had some pretty key injuries, and unlike the Seahawks.
Yep. Is Chandler Jones back yet?
No, Chandler Jones is dislocated elbow twice. He's played in 3 games.
Damn.
That's
David
rough.
Johnson is out 6 weeks. Was the MVP. But next man up.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that the truth? Keep winning ball games.
Damn
Yeah.
right. Good teams find ways to win.
That's the truth. That's the truth, man. I think that wraps up our contenders and pretenders segment. Segueing
Yep.
into that, I think that'll go into the player interviews now. So
Yep.
while I try and get some people on, we've had some comments posted. I'll definitely
Yep.
go and look.
But yeah,
through
let's
that.
get to some of those questions while we try to get an interview set up here.
The first one was by Floyd. He said, "Is there any user you believe that has the potential to go from average to below average to a solid user before the end of next season or next year? Sort of like a most improved player."
Okay. I think Brazzi. He's just got to get the kind of Luca Brazzi. He's just got to get his guys in there.
Agreed.
Takes time. Takes time to build that kind of roster.
I'm gonna go with fellow host BMAC.
Thank you. Wow.
He's done some good things, done some bad things. Find that consistency, man.
Well, look, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I'm 5-6 with 2 losses because of aggressive pass rush and a James White beast mode touchdown. So, like, I could very easily right now be 7-4 and a pretender.
And you have a good draft. You'll be definitely fighting for that wild card.
Don't tell anyone,
Easily.
but I got $100 million in cap room. So you want that free agent? You better be paying up.
Throwing money around.
Yeah, you may think that your dogs eat, but mine's gonna feast.
All right. I got 2 for y'all. I got 2, 1 in each league.
All right, nice.
I don't think they're necessarily bad users. I think they're just on a string of bad luck and have bad records. So NFC-wise, I think Mad Bomber, once he gets that team straightened out, he can compete in the NFC playoff picture.
Mm-hmm.
And AFC-wise, I'm going to go with FaZe, the Bengals owner. They're 2-9 right now, but FaZe is a pretty good user who he's got a tough division he plays in, but I think he can compete with Quinbo and TCG.
That'll be tough. That will be
If he
tough.
can compete with them, he can easily win a wild card spot. But I could easily see 3 people coming out of that division. That's what I got for you.
Makes the playoff picture just gets even tougher next season. It sounds
Yeah,
like.
man. You got a muddled middle in this league.
All right. All right, that sounds good for Floyd's question. Any more, feel free to at me in the podcast questions. We're going to bring Instant on now.
Same with any of us. Just add us and we'll get to your question.
Anyone can hop on, too. This is your mic. You
Yep.
get the mic. This is my show, but I'm giving it to you.
What
so-
up?
What's up, Instant?
All right. What is
Been a
up,
minute.
Instant? It has been a hot minute.
It's been a while. Thanks for joining
Yeah, I
us.
know. Had a busy couple weeks
Oh, I see.
in
Man.
real life.
Life happens, man.
Life happens, dog.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm.
So am I like answering questions or like how?
Yeah, we've got like 3 going on here.
Yep.
Here's what we got for you. How do you think things are going this season? I mean, obviously with you, you're perfect, but
personally or
yeah, how do you think things are going? I know you help us run the league. Do you have
uh,
anything you'd like to say, improvement-wise?
I'll say
Maybe-
personally. Obviously, my team's undefeated. I think I've been playing pretty well. Doing pretty good in the awards so far. If Mitch Trubisky could get MVP, that would help his confidence a lot.
Just a little bit.
But no, I think. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I thought I heard someone talking. But so far the league's been running pretty well. I think we've had a few hiccups with people leaving. But now we're at filled. I'm pretty sure. So
We are filled. We have 32
Yeah.
users now.
You have 32 users, which is pretty tough around this time of year. So
And we probably got one or two that might be joining the wait list.
yeah, we have those 2 people that like don't have PS Plus yet or whatever. So we have that's technically, I guess, a wait list because I'm pretty sure no one will drop in the next few days before they get PS Plus. So basically filled the wait list, which is pretty tough nowadays. So I would say the league's running pretty well. One thing, draft class is a little behind, but at least Liam's making that spreadsheet so people don't actually have to scout.
Yep.
Which just takes Liam more time, but whatever Liam wants to do, Liam can do as long as we can have a nice draft.
Yeah, man, he's the roster guy. I think he knows what he's doing. Taking a little bit longer, but I mean, if it ends up being very, very good, like I think it will be, and I know
exactly. He's taking the time in, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a really top tier draft class.
Yeah.
As long as, like, I know people are getting restless, but it's better because with the spreadsheet, at least you're able to see everyone's grades. You know, it's not gonna be like a Madden thing where you have to put points in. Like, you're gonna have scouting reports for basically almost every player, so that'll help a lot.
Yep. Oh, here's something. How do you think things are going stat-wise? I don't think there was anything that looked skewed. I don't think...
Besides the Deion Kane thing, I think. I mean, Big Ben was going crazy for a little bit, but he kind of slowed down because I don't know.
Quimba's
I think he had some sims.
Some sims.
He had 2 sims, and I think one game he kind of struggled. So besides that, stat-wise, I think one of our best things is sacks. Like, a lot of leagues have like crazy sacks.
Well,
usually, and people being benched. I mean, we have what? Let me look.
We had like 3 or 4, but I tweaked the pass blocking slider, and I think that's good.
Yeah. The most sacks right now is the Patriots, Adrian Claiborne at 18.
What?
Which,
damn.
Yeah, but besides that, it's like 15s and 14s, which with Madden, that's not bad.
I mean, Jesus, I just had 9 sacks in my last
12s. You got 9, or you got sacked?
As a team, I got 9 sacks.
I got sacked 9 times against Milky. Jeez.
Damn.
He was nano blitzing.
Robert Kimdichi had 4.
He probably bought the defensive ebook too, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that one.
Damn.
Hey, Eddie Jackson got his first interception of the year last week. So
there you go.
That's a plus. 87 overall with 1 interception. Great job. And he fucking just sat there against BMAC and just like let the ball go right over his head.
That was what I thought. I had Thompson. I see Eddie Jackson. I'm like, oh shit.
I thought it was a pick. And he just runs right behind him. Touchdown. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Penalty wise, people have been saying for me to move the face mask down. Should I do that too? I'm thinking maybe just
honestly, personally, I haven't been getting that many face masks, and neither of my really opponents.
Same.
But watching some games, I can see it. Like, I hate it. It's because it's Madden. It just randomly, like, once it gets out of control, it's fucking out of control. Like, he'll get like 8. But most games, I mean, you'll get like 1, maybe not even 1.
And sometimes
recently,
I
but
decline them too. Like, sometimes it's just bullshit.
It depends who I'm playing. If I decline them,
depends on
if the person's been nice but.
If I'm trying to run out the clock, I'm probably not going to accept 15 more yards.
Yeah, exactly. But besides that, penalties have been pretty good, I think. Roughing the pass, we haven't had that many roughing the passers. I don't know, just as the season's been on along, we didn't really touch sliders, but I feel like the penalties have gotten better, which is weird.
We'll move on to the next one.
All right.
Who are some contenders and pretenders that we might have missed? We only did 2 per division or.
Yeah, I watched it. Contenders, AFC. I think the Patriots could do something. Obviously, me and him had a little beef about his little cover 2 not being able to switch, but I still do think he's a really good player. And our game got a little out of control. He was up 16-0, I think, and then, I mean, Madden was kind of gifting him stuff, but that's besides the point.
Oh, jeez, man. Gift him shit against me.
Yeah, but besides that, he's actually like a pretty decent player, and
yeah,
he has Tom Brady, so
for now.
Dude, he plays with Tom Brady like he's Aaron Rodgers, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, he ran like 5 times with Tom Brady, but with his remaining schedule, he has Vikings, Dolphins, Steelers, Bills, and Jets. So Bills again, Boof,
I mean, that
Quimbo's
Quimbo
gonna be a
game.
good. Him and versus Quimbo will be a good game. That'd be really
I got to see that game to really judge how much of a contender he is and how that cover 2 holds up against Quimbo.
And I just realized I added Boof in the chat, and he changed from the Rams because he didn't want to play me. That's 100% why.
No, yeah,
100%.
he cheats, but it's alright. It's alright.
And then
I still got that dub.
AF or NFC. Oh, I was gonna get one NFC guy for you.
Go ahead.
But NFC. I would say.
Probably. Who would you pick?
I'd throw the Redskins in there. I know he has a good record already, so. But I think when, he doesn't have the best offense, but his defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll just keep him in most games in the AFC or NFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely one. I think he's right around Milky's level. I think both those guys are going to try and compete for the NFC against you.
Yeah.
For sure. What
So
about
now pretenders?
pretenders?
Who are your two? It was Colts and who?
We had Colts
Chargers, right?
and Chargers, and then NFC we had Liam and
Packers.
Michi.
I mean, just going down, I picked the Patriots as my what's it called? So I can't pick him. Steelers and Ravens. You already picked the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the Chief?
Joe Long. He's a newer user.
Joe.
Too much about him.
I can't really say anything about him. To be honest, pretender. I don't know. There's no one really. There's person is no one really pretending, so I have to agree with the Chargers. To be honest.
NFC?
Actually, no. Let me agree. I'll agree with the Colts. Actually, because that man turns the ball over too much, and when you do that against good users, they will blow you out. But he hasn't really played competition like that.
Yeah. What do you think about my take of the excessive play action use against good users? They will clamp down on that. You think there's truth to that, or am I just making?
To be honest, I haven't watched many of his games because
No,
I know if I play him, like, no disrespect to him, he's gonna turn the ball over against me and I'll win because of just the sole fact he'll throw 2 or 3 interceptions. If he doesn't, then he has a chance to beat me. Everyone has a chance to beat me if they throw 0 interceptions. Everyone.
You're asking a lot. You are.
I know. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying anyone in this league could beat me if they didn't throw an interception.
Yeah. I probably will be playing you for like another 4 seasons.
Yeah, yeah, we're basically done. Unless you make it to the Super Bowl and I make the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. All right, NFC pretender. You said who was it?
Liam and the Packers.
So Saints and Packers.
Yep.
Bro, there's like you guys took all the good ones, bro.
So we're doing a good job.
I'll probably say Liam. He has so many forced wins. Not forced wins, but I feel like Liam gets lucky a good amount. Like against Floyd week 1, he should have lost. Is Fallen here?
Yeah.
I may have dipped on his whole podcast.
No, I'm back. What's up?
I just finished up.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
I finished your contenders and pretenders. I know this one says rookie. I wanted to try and gear this next one up to who's the most player you're excited to draft or play with that'll be a rookie next year.
That'll be a rookie next year?
Yeah.
I don't have a pick to the 4th round, so because Khalil Mack, but
I think he's worth it.
I mean, it might be a good trade-off. I don't know, but
I don't know. I mean, I'm really not sure about that.
Like a pick between like 28 and 32 or Khalil Mack. It's like throw it up there. I don't know.
Shoot, DK Metcalf or Khalil Mack. Decisions.
I'm really hoping because Kevin White's leaving. So whoever gets Kevin White, you're getting a beast. Dude has like 80 catching and everything.
Yo,
and
hey. I hear Josh. I have Josh Allen on the phone right now. He's saying that he would love to play with Kevin White, and that Robert Foster's really looking forward to having a guy now.
I was gonna re-sign him, but he like the chart wasn't asking for that much, but he was asking for a good amount. I was like, with the contracts, but the whole point is I kind of want to draft because I'm a big Oregon fan. I don't know, a lot of you might not know that. Huge Oregon fan. I want to draft Dylan Mitchell. He was he should have stayed one more year because Oregon has a chance to actually do something next year in the Pac-12. And he's probably the best receiver or second best receiver behind N'Keal Harry last year in the Pac-12. So if you just watch his tape, he's a great route runner, has great hands. He actually ran a really good 40. He had a pretty good combine, which boosted up draft boards. He's between like a bunch of people to have him different areas. He's between like a 3rd round grade for some people, all the way down to undrafted to some people. So it kind of just depends if a team decides to take a chance on him. I hope Liam makes him like 4th, 5th round grade, so I might be able to snag him in that round.
We'll see. Mm-hmm. We'll see. No one knows what Liam's doing, but
yeah, exactly. Because I need a 4th receiver. So yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind having like a 68. Because honestly, I just think as long as he has good catching, almost any receiver can be good in this game.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. How about you guys, BMAC and Milky? Any of your thoughts with these interviews? I know you guys have helped me host this. You guys have any thoughts on any of these? Instant, you're more than welcome to stay because it doesn't look like anyone else is clawing to get in.
Yeah, the biggest rookie I'm looking forward to see. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to be trading up for Jonah Williams.
Oh,
that'd be a good pickup for you.
Do you just want to put your move on a silver platter? Let everyone know that's what you're doing?
Yeah, because now someone's going to finesse you and say they're going to take Jonah Williams unless you give them up a lot, and then you're going to end up giving up a lot when their pick the whole time was another pick.
I'm a decent cards player. I can see their bluff.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if it's an ass team with like holes everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if it's we'll see. We'll see where I end up picking. Actually,
I feel that one because I'm picking best player available. Because of how many holes I have.
Same, picking best player available in the 4th round, bro.
Same here for the Seahawks, man. We've got a lot of holes, but we do have like 1 or 2 pieces we can build around. One-handed phenom.
All I gotta say is I don't know how the Bears finesse to get the Raiders' 2nd round pick next year, bro, in the Khalil Mack deal. That's such a steal.
John Gruden.
Like, I'm gonna have a 2nd round pick from Oakland, and like no offense, JT, but I hope you're fucking ass next year.
Damn.
So I can get a good player.
That's tough.
I don't have a 1st round next year either.
Super tough.
I think he could improve, but I don't think.
If Trubisky wins MVP, you don't need.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're winning with Mitchie Tribb.
Hey, but you never know. I might have to trade up for my boy Justin Herbert next year. If Mitch Trubisky isn't playing out.
Oh yeah.
What are you gonna trade Mitch Trubisky for? A package of nuggets?
Nah, a 5th. No. He realistically, he'd probably go for like a 3rd. Depending on the team. But I wouldn't trade him. I would just let him walk into free agency. He's not worth me trading him. I'm still mad because I'm a Bears. I guess a Bears fan in real life. If I had to pick a team, and I was really high on Patrick Mahomes, so I got finessed.
Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds reasonable. Doing better than a certain team I know that has the Bears or that had the Bears.
Is anybody playing tonight? Any good game going on? What's the game of the week this week?
The game.
Anybody?
I have the time to cast the game, so you guys.
I have all weekend. I had the past 2 weeks. I've had midterms. I've had 3 presentations. I had 5 group projects. I have all weekend free, and I've never been happier, bro.
Yeah, if Fender replies to me, I think he and I might play tonight, but he's got to get in the game chat.
Oh yeah, Fender's low-key a sleeper too. Fender could play.
Yeah.
His team is bad, but he can play.
Yeah. I made a hot take, prediction. Don't know if you heard it, but whoever wins our game this week, I said is going to take the 6th seed.
I say game of the week.
I can see that.
Skins Eagles.
Skins Eagles. Yeah. That's a good one.
Trevor's getting mad in the thing.
Of course he is. He's Trevor.
Wait, you said Redskins Eagles?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Monday Night Football too. That could be for the division too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably still have Wealthy taking it though.
I'll go with Wealthy on this one too.
Yeah, Wealthy. No disrespect, APK.
APK's got to prove himself.
Hey, all I gotta say is, before that we ever started, hold on, let me pull up the picture. Me and Liam were in a little debate.
Oh, I know exactly what debate you're talking about there.
Yeah, and I said Mitch Trubisky's gonna be top 3 in quarterback of the year. And wait, let me get to the quarterbacks of the year real quick in my statistics.
Nerd.
So let me get 1 second. This is
super nerd.
let me go NFC. So currently, for best quarterback, Mitch Trubisky sits at 1, and Drew Brees sits at 4. And I said Mitch Trubisky's gonna be top 3, if not top 2. And then someone said Wilson, and then Liam said Drew Brees is a 96. Y'all think some bum ass 70 overall quarterback is gonna win quarterback of the year? And I said, want to bet that Mitch Trubisky finishes higher than Brees? And he said yes, but he never agreed on the bet. So
Classic Liam.
Yeah, so I said bet 50, and Luca was, being Luca and trying to get it to happen, but Liam never replied.
Yo, thank God you took that bet off that Duke Syracuse game because Syracuse fucking lost that bitch.
Yeah, it was tough. I should have bet that. I didn't think they'd win without Zion, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna win yet. I thought it was gonna be too much, but nah, Syracuse just gonna hit a free throw.
Syracuse's ass, that's why.
Don't tell me about it.
Off topic, though.
Can't score for shit, man.
Off topic. Next question.
Next question.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? We don't have any more interviews, and we don't have any more questions. I know.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be able to get
I'm
some people.
excited. I think these playoffs are going to be intense.
Yeah, I can see a lot of good games this playoff.
I'm excited.
These playoff races are gonna be intense.
I've been
I can't
neutral
wait.
this whole time, but I think, watch out, I think I'm going to run the gauntlet and play Milky, and then beating him, and then having to play him in the playoffs right after that.
Me and Fallen
Dude.
could damn well play back-to-back weeks.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be, you know how lit that would be. Dude.
Yep.
Uh,
And Shaquem
think-
Griffin is coming for that Player of the Year award because
Hey,
he
has
feels
Hassan Reddick's right on Roquan's.
No,
feels-
Josh Allen's up the second rookie of the
feels,
year.
he definitely feels snubbed or nubbed in the
Nubbed.
situation.
wait, you said who's close to?
Hassan Reddick's on Roquan's ass, boy. Defensive player of the
Shaquem
year.
Griffin had 2 INTs and a pick versus the old Panthers user, but the game lagged out.
I mean, he's close, but I had to chill with the intercept. I haven't used him for 2 games because Luca decided to throw it 3 times straight to him. So
That's tough.
I'm not gonna because he has 8 interceptions. I can't really use him for a few weeks. I don't wanna. As an
Yeah, I'm gonna
LO,
just start-
I can't keep my
Advisor of the LOs.
yeah. I can't keep my. I gotta keep my stats realistic.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
gonna
when player of the year. He already has
benching Jerry
stars.
Hughes.
So
I'm gonna have to do that same shit with Jerry Hughes right now, just keeping him on the bench because he's just getting too many sacks.
I actually haven't had a problem with sacks because
Nor have I.
the 3-4 sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because Chandler Jones has been hurt, but
Like Khalil Mack only has 9 sacks, I think. Which I mean,
What's
in
that?
real life,
What's
that'd
it-
be good, but
Oh,
In
Madden,
Madden,
it's
it's
last week the player of the week was Jamison Crowder with 110 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Adrian Claiborne with 4 sacks and a forced fumble.
that's where his sacks
Jeez.
flew up the
Jeez.
thing.
He's got 18 sacks. Ryan Kerrigan's at 16. Cam Jordan's at 16. Myles Garrett and Jabal Shear at 14. James White's leading the league in rushing.
He's white as a glitch.
only if David
It's for
Johnson.
real, dude. He ran over 3 of my defenders to the end zone. I'm
Julian,
like,
Oh, he
what
ran
the
Julian
fuck?
Edelman also has 14 touchdowns. That's
Whoa.
tough.
Matt is big cheesing. Just playing.
That's because he only throws to his tight end or his slot wide receiver. That's how I started locking him up.
Damn.
Yeah, I locked him up in that second half too. I mean, he had outside of a couple
Or his
of
halfback,
touchdowns
obviously.
early. Yeah. I mean, outside of like a couple early touchdowns he got against me, he had a kickoff return touchdown and a BS James White touchdown. After that, I held him 3 in the second half. I almost won that game. So
Tell me why he only has 35 rushes with Sony Michelle, but 183 with James White. That is not the wave.
that's yeah, that ain't it, Chief.
So why James White has 65 break tackle? That's it.
Jeez.
Yeah, Chief. Stop cheesing.
No other way to put it. Jeez.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah. Does that wrap us up here? Do we have anything else to go over?
I think
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
basically
We've
it.
already looked over a bunch of the stats and whatnot. So I think we're pretty much good to call this thing. You guys have any more last thoughts here?
No.
Alright.
We're good to go.
Milky, B-Mac?
I'm all good. Yep, I'm all set.
Alright, sweet. Thanks you all for stopping by. We'll post this in the archives, and stay tuned for a pre-playoff podcast where we're right in the thick of things. And we'll break down some of the playoff picture. So see you then.
Could have playoff predictions.
Yep. Later, guys.